Hi friends, welcome to IMO Videos, Standard 8th, video number 95, Direct and Inverse Proportions, Section C, Achiever, toughest one. Which of the following tables show inverse proportion? Here, inverse proportion, both the words should be there. So what? X, Y, this is table number 1, this is table number 2, this is table number 3. Okay. So what are the values given? 6, 12, 30, 48 and 250, 125, 50, 31.25. Okay, we won't go to each and every table. We want proportion here. Inverse means what? If one moves in a positive direction, the other must move in negative direction. Means one becomes greater, other one should become less. Okay. So direct means what? X is directly proportional to y. It means what? If one increases, other increases. Inverse means what? If one increases, other decreases. It means what? X is inversely proportional to y. This is a sign of inverse. So x equals to k upon y. Therefore xy equals to k. Right? It means what? If you want inverse proportion, then x into y should be constant. So let's check out for each one. 250 into 6, 125 into 12, 50 into 3. Let's see this. I found out the values. 250 into 6, 125 into 12, 30 into 5 and 48 into 31.25. All are 1500. So this is inverse proportion. Now what about B? 115, 615, 130, 600 multiplied. 115 into 615, 70725. 130 into 600, 78,000. Now this multiplication you must go by Vedic maths. I have separate videos for those. Follow those videos. So this multiplication is not constant. So x into y is not equals to constant. So that's why not inverse proportion. Similarly the third one, not constant, therefore not inverse proportion. See here, they are moving inversely, that's okay, but they are not in proportion. We want inverse and proportion both. Okay. A worker is paid rupees 139.2 for 3 days. What will he get in the month of June in rupees? Now June has how many days? Count that. And second question is, how many days will he be working for rupees 696? Okay, there are two sub questions. Firstly, find a constant k. See here, payment versus days. So more days will be more payment, right? So it is directly proportional. Days is directly proportional to p, payment. So d equals to k into p. D upon k equals to p, right? Therefore 3 equals to k into p. We know 139.2. One condition is given. So you can find out k then. 3 upon 139.2, that is 1 upon 46.4. Now we have found out k. Now use it for 1 and 2. So first question is, what is the payment in June? How many days in June? 30 days. So d equals to 1 upon 46.4 into p, right? Because k is 1 upon 46.4. Therefore 30 equals to 1 upon 46.4 into p. We want p. So multiply 46.4 over here. So 30 into 46.4, 1392 means 1392. That is the payment for June. Now next question. If you get 696, for how many days will he work? Now p equals to 696. Therefore d equals to 1 upon 46.4 into 696. So remove this point and it will be 0 in the numerator. 6960 upon 464. Start dividing by 2, 4 and everything, and you will get 15 as the answer. Always remember, try Vedic mathematics for these things. It will be faster. Next, solve. There are 4 sub questions to this. We'll solve each one by one. Okay. If the cost of 93 meters of certain kind of plastic sheet is 1395, then what is the cost of in rupees to buy 105 meters of such plastic? See here, 93 meters 1395. So 105 meters, it will be more or less? More. So if one increases, other increases. So it will be direct proportion. So cross multiply simply. 105 into 1395 upon 93. Okay. And answer is 105 into 0.15. Okay. And equals to 1575. Sorry, it's not point, it's directly 15. So 105 into 15. So 1575 would be the required cost. Next, 55 cows can graze a field in 16 days. how many cows will graze the same field in 10 days? It means 55 cows eat up the grass in 16 days. Now if you have to eat up the grass in 10 days, how many cows would be required? So if days are decreased, it means cows would increase or decrease? It would increase. So one decreases, other increases. So this is inverse proportion. Remember, cows increase, days decrease, right? So C equals to K upon D, right? Therefore K equals to constant. Now one condition is given, 55 equals to K upon 16. So K equals to 55 into 16. Okay. Now what next? How many cows would be required in for 10 days? Okay. So C equals to what? What is K? 55 into 16 upon D, right? Therefore D equals to 10. So C equals to 55 into 16 upon 10, that is 88 cows would be required. Just solve this. You will get 88 cows would be required to graze the field in 10 days. It's very important that you understand whether it's inverse or direct proportion, right? In earlier problem, both the things increased in the same direction. Here, if cows increase, they would eat up more grass and then days would decrease, right? Next, 18 men can reap a field in 35 days. For reaping the same field in 15 days, how many men would be required? Here, it should not be men now, it should be persons, because you can't be gender specific. So 18 persons can reap, and here it should be how many persons would be required. Okay, consider that. Okay. Next is, the problem is what? Men versus days. Means how many men would be required for 35 days or for 15 days. Means if you employ more men, then the days would decrease or increase. Suppose if you want to do a construction, if you employ 10 persons, then you will finish the work in 10 days. Now if you want it in 5 days, you will employ more persons. It means what? It's inverse proportion. If one increases, other decreases. So more men more means reaping in lesser days, right? So M is inversely proportional to D. So M equals to K upon D. K is constant. Therefore first condition, let's put it, 18 equals to K upon 35, right? 18 men in 35 days. So K equals to 18 into 35. Just input the value of K. M equals to 18 into 35 upon D, right? This one. Now next condition, 15 days are required. So what? Therefore M equals to 18 into 35 upon 15, right? So solve this. It's 42. 42 men would be required to reap the field in 15 days. Next, Sunita types 1080 words in 1 hour. What is her GWPM, gross words per minute? She are very simple. 1 hour means 60 minutes. In 60 minutes she types 1080 words. Now we want it in 1 minute. So is it direct or inverse proportion? 60 minutes 1080 words. So 1 minute it will be more words or less? Less. So one decreases, other will also decrease. So that's why direct proportion, right? So make it simple. So 1 into 1080 upon 60, right? So cancel this, solve this, you will get 18. So 18 words per minute. GWPM equals to 18. Next, fill in the blanks. The perimeter of a circle and its diameter vary dash with each other, means directly or indirectly. Here perimeter means what? Circumference. Circumference formula is what? Pi into D. So C and D, you have to find out the relation. Now both are in the numerator, right? So we have studied it in earliest part of this chapter. If both are in numerator, it's direct proportion. So what? C is directly proportional to D. That's why vary directly with each other, or direct proportion. Next, if two quantities P and Q vary inversely with each other, then dash of the corresponding values remains constant. Here inversely means what? P is inversely proportional to Q. So Q is in the denominator, P is in the numerator. So that's why P equals to K upon Q. So PQ equals to K. K is what? Constant. So their product is always constant. So here answer will be product. Next, when X and Y are in indirect proportion, and if y doubles, then x becomes, here indirect means inverse. Okay, x and y are in indirect proportion. Yeah, sorry, the question is x and y are in direct proportion and y doubles, then x becomes, here x and y direct proportion, both should be in the numerator. Therefore x equals to ky, k is a constant. Now y, what y becomes, it becomes double. So y equals to 2y. So x equals to k into, instead of y now what will you write, 2y. So it becomes 2, let take 2 outside, 2 into ky. But what is ky? Ky is x. So equals to 2 into x. So x also becomes 2x. So it means x also doubles. Next, true or false. If x and y are in direct proportion, then x minus y and y minus y are also in direct proportion. Okay, let's check this. X is directly proportional to y, so both in numerator. So x equals to ky, k is constant. Now what we'll do, put it x minus y for and y minus y for both. So x minus y equals to k into y minus y, means instead of x we'll write x minus y 1, sorry, and instead of y we'll write y minus 1. So it will be what, x minus 1 equals to k into y minus 1. But what is that? It remains the same. So x is directly proportional, x minus 1 is directly proportional to y minus 1. So it's again direct proportion. Answer is true. Wait guys, I think so this answer is wrong, because it can't happen. Proportion means what? Their ratio should be equal. It means what? This answer should be false. It should not be true. Because here, what does this line mean? X upon y means direct proportion, means x upon y should always be constant. This small some part is correct. Okay, first two lines are correct of this. So if you take y on the other side, so x upon y equals to constant. So x upon y equals to constant. So what does it, the question say, x minus 1 upon y minus 1 is also the same constant. So x upon y equals to x minus 1 upon y minus 1. Let's try with some number. X is 3, y is 6. So 3 minus 1, 2 upon 6 minus 1, 5. So 2 upon 5 is same as 3 upon 6? No. That's why the answer is false. Okay? See this. See here guys, everyone makes mistakes in life. So correcting the mistake immediately is important. There can be no person in this world who doesn't make any mistake. But we have to learn some lessons from this, because the data given to me was wrong. But we must apply our own minds and correct the mistakes immediately. Okay? Let's move on to next. Next, if x and y are in inverse proportion, then x plus 2 and y plus 2 are also in inverse proportion. Similar to that of the earlier one, it is false. Because take x as 3 and y as 6. So 3 upon 6 equals to 3 plus 2 upon 6 plus 2, means 5 upon 8. Is it so? No. So this is false. Next, if two quantities x and y are said to vary directly with each other, if x upon y equals to k, where k is a positive constant. So yeah, that is right, because x is directly proportional to y, so x equals to ky, so x upon y equals to k, so that's why it is true. Now only one catch in this is k is a positive constant. Now suppose I say k equals to minus 3, then what? Means x equals to minus 3 into y. Okay, means x is 2 and y is say whatever x is, say let's take this example, x is 4 and y equals to minus 2, then k equals to minus 2. Input this value of k in the other series or other numbers given. So x is 6 and y equals to minus 3. Again k comes out to be minus 2. So it means that k should not be a positive constant only. It can be any constant, right? Only it should be constant. That's why I have written only constant, right? Important part in this, remember. Next, when the distance is kept fixed, then the speed and time vary inversely with each other. So what is distance? speed into time. Now this is kept as constant. So speed into time. What do you mean? What is the definition of direct proportion or inverse proportion? Inverse means the product of these two should be constant. That's what is called as inverse. And if the division of these two is constant, then it's called as direct proportion. So if distance is kept constant, then what? S into t means speed into time will be constant. So this is indirect. That's why the answer is true. Download Yuva Guru app from Play Store to get these videos, tests, question banks with explanations directly on your mobile. Get 500 plus questions with explanations and case studies on your PC. It's a separate paid version. Follow us on Facebook on this link. WhatsApp us on this number for any query related to purchases. Also, learn tables up to 30, squares up to 30 and cubes up to 15 by heart. These are useful to you for you throughout your life for various competitive exams. So, we have separate videos for them. Think behind those videos and you'll learn them within 3 months. But do it on a daily basis. Keep studying, keep watching. Thanks.